All right, so it looks like Dylan is going to be breaking. Thank you for joining us. This is the On the Hill Productions 2021 9-Ball Summer Slam. I'm Dave Nangle. I'm sure somebody will be joining me in the booth here at some point. Josh McCulley, who's usually here with me, is still in the tournament and playing a match currently. This raced in 7, alternate break, Texas Express 9-ball. The 9 does not count on the break. As I said, there's a final 4 on the winner's side. The other two players left on the winner's side are Jimmy Various and Chris Bruner, and their match will be coming to you immediately following this one. We're down to 13 players left. The 9th, 12th matches currently going on the loser side are Russ Redhead versus Josh McCulley, Brian Jones versus Brett Stottlemyre, Trey Frank versus Alvin Thomas, and Steve Fleming is waiting for the winner of the Greg Vaughn Rick Scarlato Jr. match. Dylan has made a ball on the break. He has a shot on the 1. It looks kind of straight in, so it might be a little difficult to get back on the 2 here. Yeah, it looks like he's looking at maybe just rolling forward and then playing a safe behind the 4. No? I guess he was looking to see if he'd missed the 4. Oh. Got by the 4 and came up for the 2, but hit it a little too hard and scratched in the side. And the 5 comes to the bottom side pocket here, but does not look like it'll go in the top side, so Scott's going to have to deal with that. And also the 3 doesn't go by the 7. Scott comes back down to play the 3 in the side. Didn't get down far enough to be able to drift up for the 4, so might bank the 3, might play safe here. Tried to bank it, comes up a little short on the bank. It's left Dylan a little bit of a cut into the side here. And 9-ball stopped him from scratching, but he's kicked over behind the 7. I'm not a fan of one-rail kicks in general. The one-rail kick down here is about the only kick I see. I don't guess he might be able to come this way into it as well. Yeah. Followed my line pretty well, but unfortunately he's left Scott a shot on the 4 and broken out the 5, so that's not likely to turn out well for him. Oh, gotta be careful not to. Oh, he did. He got behind the 7. Was the main danger of playing that shot that way. Okay, Dylan, the open 3 ball out here to take the early 1-0 lead. Will be Scott to break. Yeah, Dylan knocks down the 9, takes the 1-0 lead. And Scott will be breaking now, trying to even up this match. So our players' paths to this point, Dylan Spohr received a bye, and then he beat Charles Crippen Jr. 7-2. He defeated Tracy Fearson 7-3, or excuse me, 7-2, and then Brian Jones 7-3. Scott Haas also received a first-round bye before defeating Brett Stottlemyre 7-4, Rick Scarlato Jr. 7-6, and Josh McCulley 7-3. So yeah, we had 39 players here, coming to you from Brews and Q's on the Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. On the Hill has got a lot of great events coming up for the rest of the year. Next up, we have July 24th and 25th. We have the Maryland State 8-Ball Championship on the big tables in Frederick, Maryland. Champion Billiards. August 28th and 29th, the Maryland State 10-Ball Championship on the 9-footers at Champion Billiards in Frederick. And we have a new event, the September 11th and 12th, the Maryland State Amateur 8-Ball Championship, which it'll be at Chop Tank Bowling and Billiards in Cambridge, Maryland. Then the Maryland State Bar Box 8-Ball Championship will be right here at Brews and Q's, September 25th and 26th. The Maryland State Amateur Championships will be limited to players whose Fargo is under 700. Although if the robustness is not high enough, On the Hill Productions reserves the right to review your Fargo to determine eligibility. Very nice bank there by Scott. Comes over, has shape on the 3. Plays the 3 in, comes out nicely for the 4. Probably just play this with a little bit of high, probably a touch of left to come down table. Although I don't think the 5-ball passes the 6. Let's take a look. Oh no, never mind. It does. Did not look like it did from the side view. Jesse, if your picture is blurry, it could be that your internet connection isn't too strong. We have the stream up on a couple of the TVs here, and it looks very clear from our TVs. Scott lays himself underneath the 7 ball to shoot the 7-up table. Comes out to play the 8 in the same pocket. Glad you guys have a clear picture. Thank everybody for joining us. If you're enjoying the stream, please like the stream, subscribe to our channel. You'll get notifications when we go online in the future, when we go live in the future. I have at least one tournament a month for the rest of the year other than December. A couple months we have 2 events that will be coming up. So I'm glad you got it cleared up, Jesse. All right, Dylan to break, the score 1-1. Yeah, he's broken dry, but definitely some issues with the rack here, most notably the 2 and the 6 ball over here tied up along the rail. So I would expect to see him play some kind of a safe here. Possibly bank the 1 ball up table and try and get the cue ball over behind the 8. Goes the other way, thins the 1 ball over behind the 8. It's left him in the window, but with the 2 ball tied up, there's not really a lot of incentive to try and pocket this 1 here, unless he thinks he can get a breakout on the 2 or play a good safe off the 2. Ooh. Well, I can't believe that didn't scratch. I guess he was trying to break the 2 out there, but he missed the 2 and the 6, and he's left himself in real trouble here. It'll be hard to get a hit on this ball. Might not even try now. He's not even going to try. He's just going to... he attempted to tie up a couple balls, but he did not do that. Yeah, there is no combination here on the 2-6, so we're going to see Scott playing another safe here. All right, so Rick Scarlato has defeated Greg Vaughn 7-2 to round out the final 12. He will be playing Steve Fleming now. And in a couple of 9th place matches have ended. Brett Stottlemyre has defeated Brian Jones 7-4 to put Brian into 9th, 12th. And Trey Frank has defeated Alvin Thomas 7-2. Alvin also finishes 9th, 12th. We're paying the top 8 spots here, so 9th, 12th is just one out of the money. We had 39 players this weekend. So Dylan makes a good hit, but caroms off the 2 and scratches in the side. So he is on 2 fouls now, but this table is very open, so I don't expect to see Scott attempting to 3-foul him. I expect him to go for the run out here. Yeah, looks like Scott's going to play the 3 up in the corner and try and drift under the 4 to play it in the same corner. Played that very nicely. Roll down for the 5 now. Wait, yes, that is the 5. I wasn't sure if that was the 5 or the 7 for a second. So Scott looked like he's making quick work of this rack after the foul by Dylan. Scott looking to go up 2-1, and it will be Scott's break next. All right. Scott comes around nicely for the 9. Cuts the 9 in and takes the 2-1 lead. Be Dylan Spohr. It'll be Scott to break, trying to extend his lead over Dylan. All right. Hey, Scott's made the 1 ball in the side. Has a shot at the 2. Three and the 4 are kind of tight, so it'll be a little difficult to get good position on the 3 here. overcuts it. Definitely not a shot I expected Scott to make. I'm sure Dylan was not expecting to get to the table this early in the rack. Real world, this is the winner side final four. So there's still 6 players left on the one-loss side as well. So Dylan's drifted behind the 5 ball here. He's looking to see if he can jump at this 3. There's not much room to get by the 4, so it'd be a very, very precise jump shot. Looks like he's elected to go for it. I made a bad hit on the 4. Fairly open now once he, I mean, he can just stop on the 3 to get shape on the 4. And now it's a pretty open table. 4 in the corner, 5 in the side, 6 in the top right, 7 in the bottom left. And 8 and 9 in the bottom 2 corners. So it just needs a stop shot on the 8 here. Then he can follow up a little bit to get a better angle on the 9. I mean, a stop shot on the 7, rather. Follow up on the 8 a little bit, get a bit better angle on the 9, and take the 3-1 lead. Will be Dylan's break. Dylan says that's good. Steps up to the table to break. Get a word from some of our sponsors while Dylan's racking. Safe Harbor Retirement Planners. Results-driven fiduciaries dedicated to your goals. Simonis, the reference for superior quality billiard fabric. Okay, looks like Dylan's ready to go. Tightening up the butt cap on his cue a little bit. He makes the 8 in the side. 1 is tied up. Not sure. I mean, it'd be an easy ball to kick and hit, but I don't know. I think he'll be pushing here. Looks like he's gonna push, roll the 3 ball down the table. I think I'd try and come off the side of the 1 here and go 2 rails around behind the 4. play a safe. Well, Scott doesn't like it, so he's elected to give this push back to Dylan. And Dylan did exactly what I had said. Came 2 rails off the 1, behind the 4. Our last tournament here, I asked Scott if he ever jumps, because I don't think I've ever seen it. His reply was that he owns a jump cue, but he definitely implied that he does not use it often. I'm not even sure he carries it with him. Makes a hit on the 1, but he gets a little unfortunate and scratches off of the 3. Okay. A little curious position by Dylan there. 2 does not go in the corner down here. It will go in the side, but cutting it that way does not lend for easy shape on the 3. So I think that's why he's shaking his head. He realizes he plays a great safe there, though. He judged that speed perfectly and drifted the cue ball right in behind the 9. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind of path he has for getting to the 2 ball here. Possibly a 3-rail kick. Now, as I draw this, now I see that the angle's not really there. Because maybe if you bring this up a little bit and this down a little bit. I mean, that's not easy at all, but I think that's probably the best thing I see. Or trying to get a little longer. Now you've got to risk running into the 4 and coming around in behind the 2. Hello, Joseph. And yes, real world, that was definitely a brutal safety. Interesting path Scott chose to try and kick at it, but he's not able to hit it. Dylan will have a ball in hand here. Dylan looking to get back to within 1 rack, although it will be Scott's break to come up. It's another shot. It's several shots in this match that I don't know that Dylan's just dialed in. He's not. I mean, he made that, but I don't think that was the shape that he wanted there. All right, so Dylan's got good shape here. Just gonna stun up a little bit, shoot the 7 down in the corner, stun over to take the 9 up table. And pulled within 3-2 with Scott breaking. And while Scott's breaking, or racking, we'll thank a couple more of our sponsors. Be More Detailing. We come to you with waterless shine. Mez Q's. High quality, high performance. Murray's Plumbing and Heating. Good work at a fair price. Tap Chesapeake Bay region. World domination, one player at a time. All right, so Scott's ready to go here with the break. Hey, Scott rolls the 2 in nicely, comes over, gives himself a good line to shoot the 3 up the table. Pulls it back, gives himself a little bit of an angle. Come 1 rail back out to the middle of the table to shoot the 6. Just taking a look at what kind of angle he wants on the 6 here. You and Steve aren't playing yet. Get ready, so I needed a second eating. Okay. No, that's what I was just curious. All right. Scott came a little bit too far back there on the 7. So he's going to play it to the lower left corner instead of the lower right where he was originally planning to play it. Okay, Scott comes across nicely, leaves himself the 9 ball in the corner, take the 4-2 lead, and Dylan will be breaking. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody that's joined us here. If you enjoy what you're seeing, please like the stream, subscribe to our channel, get notifications for future live streams from On the Hill Productions. Okay. Okay, it makes the 1 and the 2. Able to see the 3, but it's not a great shot. Dylan has not been able to get the wing ball to go at all so far this match. He's been struggling with his break a little bit. Dylan going for his extension. Thens the 3, tries to bring the cue ball back behind the 4, but it doesn't get there. Again, he hasn't left Scott the easiest shot, so I do believe Scott will be playing safety here. Yeah, Jeff, I do think Scott's new eyes are helping him out. Looks like Scott's left the 3 open. I don't believe he got behind anything there. It's tight, but I believe he has a line by the 4. He's just trying to figure out how to get back on the 4. Powers it in, draws back, gets a friendly bump on the 4 ball to leave himself a shot in the corner pocket. Okay, nice shot there by Dylan. Play this with a little bit of high left, come down, shoot the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket, and cut Scott's lead to 4-3. Yep, it's 4-3. Scott to break. And a couple more sponsors that we have not thanked. I'd like to get them. High Rock, we share your passion for billiards. Use code OTH17 at checkout to get free shipping on orders of at least $35. Be More Detailing. We come to you with waterless shine. Brian's Cue Repair. Brian is on site doing cue repair at Brews and Cues Mondays and Fridays, as well as during large tournaments. Okay, so Scott makes the 1 and the 7 on the break. Don't know that he's left himself anything on the 2 ball here, though. Well, maybe. I think he can get by there, and the 2 definitely passes the 6 if he can get by the 3 to shoot it. Scott didn't like it, so he elects to push out. So, said, I believe that 2 goes by the 6, but it's not an easy shot done. Dylan elects to play the 2-6 combo. The way he struck that, I do think that was what he was trying to do. I don't think he got lucky trying to run the 2 by there. And Roar has now got a very open rack here. Shouldn't be any issues in closing this one out and evening the match up. Dylan take care of that rack very nicely. He's got this 9 ball to even the matchup. It'll be 4-4, and Dylan will be breaking. Hey, while Dylan's breaking, went through a few of our upcoming tournaments. We also have on October 16th and 17th the Maryland State Amateur 9-Ball Championship at Chop Tank Bowling and Billiards in Cambridge, Maryland. November 13th and 14th, the Maryland State Amateur 10-Ball Championship at Chop Tank Billiards and Bowling and Billiards in Cambridge, Maryland. And then our last tournament of the year, November 27th and 28th, Thanksgiving weekend, the Maryland State Barbox 10-Ball Championship here at Brews and Q's. That will be immediately following our annual Black Friday tournament, which will take place on November 26th this year. Dylan's made the 2-ball. He's got a shot at the 1. It's not an easy shot, but he has a shot. Expect to see him try and roll this down to the corner, not to play it in the side. He played that very nicely. May have gotten a little straight on the 3-ball here. Didn't give himself a lot of angle. Might just have to try and stun over and shoot him. He actually was able to get more on that than I thought and get further down table. He's left himself a nice shot on the 4 here. Come 2 rails out to shoot the 5 in the side. maybe 3 rails, depending on how I checked up on him. He may elect to play the 5 in the corner instead, although it might be what he was trying. He did look that way earlier. Yep. Cuts it in the side nicely, rolls back down, gives himself an angle in the 6. He played that very nice. Nice controlled bump on the 8 ball to give himself a good shot on the 7. Little straight, so now he's thinking about where he wants to be on the 8 here. He's actually going to cut the 7 in the side to allow himself an angle to get over for the 8. Did not realize that ball would pass into the side. He plays that very nice, comes back almost straight in on the 9. And he takes a 5-4 lead. Just 3 straight racks for Dylan after Scott had a 4-2 lead. Scott will be breaking, trying to tie this match back up. And while Scott racks these, I will be back in just one moment. Okay, Scott's made a couple balls on the break here. You can see the one almost scratched in the corner. I don't know if he's gonna, yeah, he's playing safe here, trying to get down behind the pack. Has left him behind the 4 and the 6. 3 ball is tied up, and I don't know how easy of a shot that 3-9 would be, so I don't know how much advantage there really would be to making the 1 ball here. So he's able to make a good hit, but he's left Scott a shot. Again, if he can't get on the 3, I don't know what it, here. I don't know if he has the right angle to try and play off the 1 and off the 4 down to leave the cue ball somewhere in this area to shoot the 3 after playing the 1 in the corner. That'd be a risky shot. He elects to play safe. Sure, he meant to get that 1 ball to go by the 4, not to run into the 4. The result of running into the 4. Dylan might be able to see that, or the 8 might have him just barely hooked. It is hard to say. He does have the jump cue out, so obviously he has to go over a little bit of it. Catches the 1 ball 2 full, and he's left Scott a shot here. Scott comes around. Tried to come around to get on the 3, ran into the 4 ball. And immediately following this match, we will have Jimmy Various versus Chris Bruner, which is the other winner side Final Four match. Scott with a nice hit, and I believe he's gotten some cover. Dylan can see the outside of this 3 ball, but unless the 3 passes by the 6 into the side, I don't believe he can pocket it. Scott's looking at the kick. I think I personally would be jumping at this ball, trying to... Looks like a square hit on the ball might combo the 7 into the side. Where there is room to cut the 4 by the 7. Catches a piece of the 7. Does not make the shot as a result. He's left Scott a shot on the 4. Although the 7 and the 8 are tied up, they do both pass into the corner. So I don't think that'll be any problem for Scott here, if he's able to get to them. Scott plays the 4 on the side and comes back for the 6, but he's on the wrong side of the 6 to be able to get on the 7 for the same pocket. Unless he's gonna, looks like he's drawn out. Yep. Draws back of that with a very well played shot, as long as it doesn't overroll it. Oh, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Sure, he wanted to be on the other side of the 6, but he did a great job with what he left himself. Comes out, gives himself a shot on the 8. Rolls down to play the 9 in the opposite corner. All right, Scott evens the matchup at 5. Take another look at that great shot by Scott, and I'm going to step away for just a second. I should be back before the next rack is over. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back now. Scott's left himself a bit of a back cut on the 4 here. Likes to play safe instead. Did not get there though. He came out from behind that 8 ball. And Dylan's got a shot on the 4 into the bottom right corner. Okay. Gets on the 5 nicely. Himself an angle to play the 6 ball up table. Come out back across for the 7 in the side. Okay. Dylan pockets the 8 and comes out. Leave for the 9 in the bottom corner. So this 9 ball will put Dylan on the hill. And Scott will be breaking, trying to make it a hill-hill match. All right, Scott's been breaking fairly well in this match. He needs another good break here. Oh. Scott breaks dry, but he's rolled up on the 5 ball, so I don't believe Dylan can see any piece of the 1 here. He might have a small piece of it, but he can't make it anywhere. It's tight. He's taking a long, hard look at this. If he can thin the 1 and miss the 9, he can send the cue ball 2 rails back to the other end of the table. So what he tried, he caught a piece of the 9 ball, which flattened the angle and kept him down at that end of the table. Scott is, I believe, able to see this 1. He should be able to cut the 1 across the rail in. Scott is able to cut the ball in, comes down nicely for the 2 ball. Four ball looks like the biggest issue in this rack. Obviously does not go in the upper right corner. I don't know if it'll go between the 6 and the 7 to go in the upper left or not. I don't think so. I believe he's going to have to play it on the side. So take a look here. Yeah, that maybe going into the 6 here off the 3 to open the 4 up, because I'm not sure he can cut that. Yeah, he does nicely. Very nice job of opening up the 4 ball. And Scott comes out nicely there for the 7. Looking at where he wants to come down for the 8 ball here. And Scott comes down 2 rails. Set nicely on the 8. And to just slightly draw this and shoot the 9 in the same pocket. Now he likes to hit it a little harder. And come out for the 9 in the opposite pocket. Shouldn't be any problems here. And see Scott tying this match up. We're going to go hill. Yeah, Jesse, turning your glasses upside down is an old school trick, but for those of us who have significantly worse vision in one eye than we do in the other, it doesn't work real well because you're looking through your left lens with your right eye and vice versa. But all right, so Easy Be Dizzy. This is in Glen Burnie, Maryland, just south of Baltimore. It's Brews and Q's on the boulevard. Excellent establishment here. We've got 13 bar box diamonds and 1 9-foot diamond table, as well as a full bar and full kitchen. Excellent menu, great food. Okay, so Dylan makes the 7. He also makes the 9. The 9 will spot. Looks like the 8 ball might be impeding the spot a little bit, so looks like Dylan and Scott are going to get a ref to spot this ball for them because of the 8. Hey, Lloyd Bolliard, one of our two tournament directors, along with Rick Scarlato. They are the founders and owners of On the Hill Production. We'll be spotting the 9-ball just to make sure it's fairly spotted. And as I said, that it's not quite on the spot because of the 8-ball. Looks like it's about a half ball back from where it would be if the 8-ball weren't there. Definitely did not line up a combo. Does stop the 8-ball from going in the corner pocket. All right. Looks like the boy was able to get the ball spotted and frozen. So now, and look, while we're on the overhead, I was paying too much attention to the spot. Does that 2-ball pass? Yes, that 2-ball looks like it does go between the 4 and the 5. So Dylan's found the spot where he wants to leave this cue ball. Rolls up nicely. So you might be looking at the bank now. Comes up short on the bank. Left Dylan a long shot on the 5 here. Dylan pumps that ball in with authority. Oh, a little unlucky, got a bump on the 6. If he had gotten by that 6, he would almost certainly have been out. Now he's got a little bit of a tester here. I don't know what you do with this ball. He plays a very nice bank there. Needs the cue ball to hold up. Oh, wow. If those balls aren't frozen, they're about as close to frozen as you can get. That was a really unfortunate break for Dylan. He's checking to see if they're frozen. Dylan says they are frozen. I'll have to take his word for it. The camera's not quite close enough to be able to tell for sure. But as I said, if they're not frozen, there can't be more than a sheet of paper in between them. Looks like they're calling a ref over here. Okay. That's probably the best Dylan could really do there. Might have been able to get the 8-ball all the way down to the rail, but other than that, not really anything he could do. There was no way to get behind the 9 for a real safety, so he just had to leave him distance in the middle of the rail. So Scott going for the bank, comes up well short. Cue ball got past the side enough that it will not go in the side. No, definitely not. And this has not been an easy rack for Dylan. Ooh, he almost 2 rails it back into the side. May have been a bit of a sellout here, though, because he's left Scott a shot on the 8-ball into the side pocket with natural position on the 9 if he were to make it. Scott cuts the 8 in, goes 2 rails back out to the center of the table. He's left himself almost straight in on this 9 ball. And this will be to take the match and move into the hot seat match. And there it is. Scott Haas will be in the hot seat match against the winner of our next match, Chris Bruner and Jimmy Various.